Growing up in Taylor, Michigan, I saw very little change to the city. A few restaurants were built here and there, some stores in the mall were changed every now and then, the food court was gutted to make way for a Best Buy, but very little changed over time. In 2006, the Mervyn's anchor of the Southland Mall closed its doors due to the company exiting Michigan. The building remained attached to the mall with a doorless wall sealing the mall entrance. For many Halloweens, Halloween City would take over the vacant building, but no business was ever permanently moved in. It was announced in 2014 that Cinemark, a movie theater, will be taking the place of the once loved store. In 2015, the Mervyn's was demolished. On April 20th, 2016, the shiny new Cinemark had a VIP night to show off the wonderful new theater. Holding 12 screens with comfy recliners, extensive concession stand options, and a friendly atmosphere, Cinemark truly made its mark on the Southland Center.
Cinemark's pretty great. It has really nice seats. Everything's really new and state-of-the-art, so it's a really nice theater, and I enjoy going there a lot.
I don't know about eating ice cream during the show, but the seats are comfortable. I'm too tall for the seats, but other than that, it's pretty good.
This would be the first of many changes to come to the Eureka Road corridor. In 2014, the Taylor location of the Gibraltar Trade Center closed its doors for good. The Trade Center opened in 1982 and was home to several different vendors.
The Gibraltar Trade Center on Eureka Road. That's where I used to get my Jordache jeans and my Sergio Valente jeans when I was a youth. And when I was in high school, you had to lay on the bed to zip them up because that's the way you wore them, so tight you couldn't breathe. That is a memory I have. And then my dad had a lot of old cars, and some of them were on display there, an old fire truck and an old Lincoln Zephyr. So I have fond memories.
When we were kids, we used to go there, and they had some pretty great food items. They had like elephant ears and things like that you could buy. And my sister used to make these hats with jewels on them, and she bought all her little jewels there to put on hats to decorate hats. So that's something I remember.
In 2015, work began on demolishing the Trade Center. This would leave an empty lot.
I think that its time had come and gone.
It was getting old and run down, and it was getting to be kind of a shady place, so I was really happy that it was being torn down, unfortunately.
The site was sold to Menard Inc. This would begin the expansion of the new Eureka Way and one of the biggest changes to come to Taylor. As Menard's was being built, several other businesses appeared along Eureka. In the parking lot of Southland Mall, a freestanding BJ's Brew House was developed and opened in 2017. This would be the 10th BJ's in the country and the first one in Michigan. Taylor residents were excited to have a new restaurant in town, considering most of their options were either fast food chains or in other cities. The restaurant is ruggedly elegant and boasts an extensive menu of delicious foods and drinks. BJ's Brewhouse is walking distance from Cinemark, allowing patrons to enjoy a meal before or after seeing a movie.
BJ Brewhouse is pretty good. I mean, I've only gone there once. I've had their fries, their burgers, and it was good. I can't complain. No, I wouldn't say they're overpriced. I mean, they're about the same price as Chili's in my opinion, and better than Chili's in my opinion. So.
One of the more newsworthy developments was a Wahlburgers built across the street from Menard's. This would be the second Wahlburgers location in Michigan, with the other being in Greektown in Detroit. The famous family was excited for the restaurant's open, and Mark Wahlberg visited the Taylor location before the opening.
You know, we feel like we're a part of this community, you know. We're sharing our family experience with the community and families here in Taylor. It's been amazing. From the first time we opened in Detroit to the first time I came to shoot in Detroit. You know, absolutely fell in love with the city, the state of Michigan. It's been amazing. This is a big deal for us, opening here in Taylor.
Wahlburgers took the spot of a Big Boy, which was a little past its time.
I remember working there on Celebrity Server Night for school, and of course the hot fudge ice cream cake, which is my personal favorite.
The restaurant is nestled near a Hooters and catches church traffic from Metro City Church. However, some residents argue that the Wahlburgers is not well advertised and tough to see from the freeway.
Sorry, but I'm not a fan of Wahlburgers, and unfortunately I don't think they advertise enough to bring people in. Every time we drive by there, it's not even busy, so I think they need to have some billboards and some advertisements to get people to come. I think they thought just the name was going to get them in, but it's not.
Hopefully, with the other changes coming, the restaurant will receive a little more patronage. A few months after Wahlburgers opened, the new Menard's was ready to welcome their new customers. On opening day, cars filled the parking lot and customers were excited to make it inside. Unlike other home improvement stores, Menards sells food, clothes, toys, and pet supplies, along with items for home improvement. The Taylor Menards is a few miles from Home Depot and Lowe's in either direction, and plans on outcompeting both of them. So far, they have kept their competitive spirit and their promise for outstanding customer service.
I like it. I thought it would be more like Home Depot and Lowe's, but it actually is more. It's sort of like a grocery store too. So you can go there and you can get a lot of things. So I like Menards.
I was very excited about Menards because even though my husband works for Lowe's, I love Menards. They have a really great selection of things, so I was really excited when they put Menards in.
A more recent development is that of BJ's Wholesale Club. Sitting next to the Menards, the foundation for the Sam's Club-esque store seemed to pop up overnight. Many Taylor residents were under the impression that a Costco was going to be built and had mixed feelings when they discovered the truth of the new business. BJ's Wholesale Club will open in Taylor in late 2019 and will be one of the 2 new stores in Michigan, the other being in Madison Heights. The property will include the store itself and a gas station. Throughout the time of its construction, BJ's was already hard at work drumming up business through their membership stations. They have a small building sharing its wall with Mattress Firm and a kiosk in the mall to help promote their membership. BJ's also surprised Taylor teachers with $50,000 donation to help provide classroom essentials.
I understand that it's sort of like a Sam's Club or a Costco. I think they have invested themselves in the community. They've done a lot for the schools already. They have a lot of mailings. They really want people to come there. So I'm curious to see. It seems like it would be user-friendly, that you don't have to have a family of 8 to maybe benefit from the service.
There have been several large changes to come to Eureka Way, and there is still more to come. Several other restaurants are in the process of moving in, such as Chipotle taking the place of a Payless, and Bubba's 33, opening January 13th, 2020.
Only one I really know about new restaurants coming besides Bubba's, which I don't know how the pizza's gonna be, but Chipotle, I haven't had Chipotle before. I'm very excited for that to come to Taylor.
When Babies R Us closed its doors, Bob's Discount Furniture moved in to rival the Art Van across the street. Even our Target received a revamp and became the first Target of its kind, with a new self-service snack bar and new fitting rooms.
I'm not really happy with renovations. They look really nice, but it's very confusing the way they have it organized, and it's hard to find things now, and there don't seem to be as many associates in there to help you, so I'm not so happy about the Target situation.
I actually like the renovation at Targets. Some people seem to not like change, but I really like how they're upping it up. Only thing that was uncomfortable with me, because we used to always go to Target. When they changed it the first time around, we stopped going, but now that I started going more, I do like the changes.
Taylor is steadily growing and always changing. The new businesses and ones to come will bring more popularity to the city and make it more well known for its good parts. Hopefully, all of the change will shine a better light on the growing city of Taylor, Michigan.
Taylor's had a bad reputation for no reason for many years, and I think all of this new growth is really making it a more popular, happening place to be. So I hope it kind of revitalizes our city and brings more people in.
I think they're trying to move in the right direction, but they're not getting there quite yet. I feel like it's just going to take time for people to get used to all the change and how things are supposed to be run.
I hope it's good change. Taylor has long been known as City on the Grow was its motto. So for a while there, when the recession hit, things took a kind of a downward turn. So I like the mayor that we have and the council, and that they're bringing a lot of new development into the city, and hopefully, and we're close to the airport and close to all the expressways, that perhaps it will bring more people in. And Eureka has always been kind of a thoroughfare for people, Canadian and otherwise.